It's Madden NFL 23. This one features Kareem Hunt. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Falcons and the Texans, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Houston Texans and the Atlanta Falcons. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand here. CD, you look at the Texans in this matchup. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the former Louisville Cardinal, Teddy Bridgewater.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Personal foul. Roughing the tackle. Defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's a toss right side for Hunt. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
The Falcons send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Throwing on 1st down, Richardson. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. He'll get this to about the 38. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Richardson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away for long. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Richardson on 3rd down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish him off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Texans at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Richardson now looking to throw on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Nice job of bottling it up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A great pickup there, 35 yards. And obviously the 1st down to go along with it. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Richardson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. To throw is Richardson. To throw on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. The result, only 4 yards there on the clock. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And his kick is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Well, he nearly took it the distance. Not quite, though. What a great return as they finally corral him inside the 5 at the 3.
All praises for a tremendous return, but how about the guys that never gave up on the play, refused to let him get into the end zone, and tracked him down before he got there and made the tackle? A lot of pride exhibited by guys on special teams.
They're quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. Hunt will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. A carry here for the big tight end, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. John Fitzpatrick, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll roll him out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Richardson on third down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Bridgewater now from the 50. This one into the hands of Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Koo now for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And now out comes Houston. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Richardson. Pass caught on the out route by Mechie. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be Falcon football. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. To throw, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
Play action now. Bridgewater. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And again, it's Bridgewater. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Bridgewater. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. On play action, it's Bridgewater. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. To the air again with Bridgewater. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Edwards. And he'll be marked out right at the 20-yard line.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. It's Edwards again. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Throwing, Bridgewater. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Bridgewater again. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now Richardson throwing on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Looking to throw. Richardson. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Richardson. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Here's Richardson from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On the draw, this is Henderson. And this one also slowing developing as he's maybe getting back into the line of scrimmage. But not much more than that. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And some room to work. Oh, he shifts past him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him. Feet were moving. The legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his offseason working on hill work, running through sand, all the things that you want to build up those leg muscles.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A toss play to Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. To throw is Bridgewater. And this one too low. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Bridgewater now. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The 40. Past the 20. He will score. Touchdown, Texans. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. There's the versatile back, Kareem Hunt, getting set with the rest of this offense for the next drive. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Bridgewater to throw it. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And complete to Drake London. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now Bridgewater. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. With it is Jackson. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Richardson now throwing to start the drive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. To throw is Richardson. Going to throw again. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
And you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And they have just about gone to halftime with the Panthers out on top.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. But the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game, start of the third quarter. But you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit. I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. Operating from the gun, Richardson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. Bridgewater on 1st down. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And he wisely will throw that one away. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete. That's Edwards. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, They've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing is Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end, not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. A credit the tackle to Juan Thornhill. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bridgewater flush to his right. And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down as well. And it looks like this is going to be all for naught. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is good. They just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will extend their lead even further. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
Fielded right around the 8. And he returns this to the 22. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Richardson. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the 1st down yardage before he's brought down. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Back to throw again. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. It's Cook. books. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Richardson to throw on 2nd down. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Jordan. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And this one is right through, and that gets him back within 10. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 7 yards there and a first down. A give right side now to Hunt. Able to slither by. Tackled by the cornerback, Derek Stingley. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Bridgewater. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Bridgewater. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Bridgewater again. And that will be incomplete as well.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Texans will take over. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter from Foxborough. The Patriots, they've widened their lead even further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now Richardson throwing to start the drive. On a slant, here's Collins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. That's complete. It's Collins. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Here's Richardson looking to throw on second down. And once again, this is Sanders. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Back to throw. Richardson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And this will be a Falcons first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. They run right side with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They run again with Hunt. Gets past 1 man. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And this will be caught by Edwards. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
First down, Bridgewater. And he'll just get rid of it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Bridgewater. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. A carry here for Hunt, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh no, he lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Richardson. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Off play action. Richardson. He'll buy some time right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from home. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Richardson now from the gun on 3rd down. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he is going to have a Texans first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Richardson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Richardson. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the longer way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Richardson. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
To throw is Richardson on 1st and 10. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Texans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And it's caught. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line.
Illegal touching. Offense.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run with Hunt. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Down to a knee goes Bridgewater, and that ought to do it. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Atlanta, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.